Hello YouTube, hi gaming friends and collectors. In my first video I will show you my Neo Geo Aes and Mvs collection. I have two AS arcade controller. This is the first one, the second one is inside of the box. I also have one of these. This is the Neo Geo CD controller pad, and by the way, for sure, the memory card. The machine itself is just here and ready to be played. So let's start with the AS games. First we got Fatal Fury 2 with 106 megs, the US version. This is the only AS game in my collection without an instruction book, but the game works wonderful. So then Fatal Fury Special, one of the best beat 'em up games on the Neo Geo. I got the Japanese version with 150 megs, complete with the instruction book. Then The Art of Fighting 2, also a beat 'em up game with 178 megs, also the Japanese version. The most AS games in my collection are the Japanese versions, because mostly they are a little bit cheaper than the US version, and it doesn't matter if you can read anything in these games, because they are the gameplay are every time so simple. You don't have to read anything, just play and enjoy it. And then Samurai Spirits or Samurai Showdown. In the US it's called Samurai Showdown. I got the Japanese version with 118 megs, complete with the instruction book. I will show you these lovely artworks. I'm a really big fan. Samurai Spirits 2, the second part of the Samurai Spirits series. When I play Samurai Spirits, I play the second part because yes, 202 megs, better graphics and smoother gameplay. Samurai Spirits was one of the first beat 'em up games where you can use weapons like katanas and swords, whatever. Next one, the King of Fighters 94. This is the only King of Fighters part that I have in my collection. I hope I get more parts in the next time. This is the Japanese version with 196 megs. You can play 1 versus 1 or 3 versus 3. 100% not boring game. Also complete with the instruction book. I think this is the instruction book from the CD version. Then The Magician Lord, very hard but a great game. I have the Japanese version with 46 megs. You will really need a lot of practice to beat the whole game in one turn. Complete with instruction book. Then one of my favorites, NEM 9075 with 46 megs, also the Japanese version. Great game, complete with the instruction book. It was also like Magician Lord, one of the release titles on the arcade machine back in time. Then the Fire Suplex or 3 count bout, yes, a little bit weird but also good wrestling game. Also here you will need a lot of practice to beat the whole game. 106 megs, the Japanese version, I said, complete with the instruction book. Then the Super Spy with 55 megs, Japanese version. I can tell you so much about this game because I played one time, not more. Very strange game. Then a Lucky Punch, Cyberlip with 50 megs, the Japanese version. I got this from a seller in Italy, from a private seller. I'm not sure if the seller know what he had, because I got this one for very low money. Next one, Baseball Stars Professional with 50 megs, also the Japanese version. Very funny baseball game, also one of the released titles on the arcade machine. Then, last but not least, Baseball Stars 2, the US version with 68 megs, dog tag cover. I'm really happy to have this game. I played over and over again all night long. Also 100% not boring. So, that was the last AS game. Now we go to the MVS games. For my MVS cartridges, I use this converter. I don't have the MVS machine. You put the MVS cartridge in the converter and the converter with the cartridge in the machine, and then you can enjoy the MVS cartridges on the AS console. So, let's start with the first MVS games. Puzzle Bobble with 32 megs. These boxes are not original, that's self-made boxes, it's just paper. The cartridge is inside. All my MVS games are without the instruction book, but I'm also happy. Double Dragon with 178 megs, great beat-em-up games based on the movie. Also without an instruction book and self-made box. Then the next glory is Super Sidekicks 3 with 158 megs. I got this was a present from a seller that I know. Very nice guy. Thank you very much for this one. Very great football game. So then we come to the Metal Slug series. This is the first part of the series. Great game with 193 megs. Also the Japanese version. The game is inside. Then Metal Slug 2 with 362 megs. If you ask me, I would say this is the worst part of the whole series, because this part has this horrible slowdown. I'm not sure if this is normal or not. It could be it's because of my cartridge. Maybe there is something broken inside, I have no idea. But for example, several opponents on the screen, you'll start to shoot them up, it begins immediately to stutter, and this is just horrible. Not so Metal Slug X, it's the remake from the second part. Really funny game, and it works flawlessly and 100% perfect. Then the best part of the series, Metal Slug 3, 708 megs. I can play this game over and over again. It's just the best of it. Then number 4, also great, with 553 megs. Still missing number 5. I hope I get it in the next time. So yeah, that's my Neo Geo collection. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Ciao.